So, let us talk. Planet Peace Project, politically incorrect, tough love. About triggering. I know a couple who is so distorted in their behavior toward themselves and the world and toward animals. They admit that they are doing at least 7 drugs, everything from alcohol to Adderall to cocaine to oxycodone, antidepressants, anti anxiety, sedatives, marijuana, whatever. Whatever they can get their hands on, they stick in their mouths and their brains. Whatever you stick in your mouth gets into your brain. Remember what Elmer Green and Alice Green, some of the pioneers of biofeedback, said. Every physiological change results in a psychological one. Every psychological change results in a physiological one. If you consume something, it's going to affect your brain chemistry, whether that's chocolate or cocaine. So these people blame other people for, quote, triggering their violent behavior toward each other and toward animals. Unfortunately, they get a hold of other people's animals. They claim to be animal rescuers, and they're part of a cadre of animal rescuers that is based out of Southern California that is using animal transports to um, ferry drugs up and down highways and in and out of Mexico and possibly elsewhere. They're using animal rescue as a facade, and part of that is drug distribution, part of it is devil worship. And they're the worst people I've ever had the misery of encountering in my entire life. They will seize people's animals to hurt them if the person has tried to stop them from selling what? Drugs, uh, weapons, illegal weapons. One of them got arrested for having more than 200 assault weapons in his house, and also was arrested in Paris years ago for human trafficking, slave running. And they're also selling human beings. They're selling human beings. They are trafficking in people. They drug and assault people that they don't like or that they do like. It gets worse from here. I wish I had better news. I wish these people were in prison for life because that is absolutely where they deserve to be. All of them, the whole cadre of them, whether there's 50 or 100 or more. But one of these people told me years ago that he and his homies, he called them, and he's white, incidentally, um, had stormed 2 houses, seized an animal in front of the guardian or owner, and killed the animal in front of the owner on purpose. And when I was horrified and said, "What? You know, you claim to be the cop of LA Rescue. That's your big old moniker for yourself. Why would the cop of LA Rescue do something so horrible to a precious innocent creature?" And he said, "Because the people involved said something bad about him." He said one guy criticized the way he ran a rescue. So he and his buddies broke into the guy's house and killed one of his pets. These people are monsters. These people are demonic. And I was a person who never used words like Satan or demons or devils or anything. I didn't even believe in all that until I met these people. And I believe it now. They blame others, including people who have social media posts or YouTube videos, for, quote, triggering their violent behavior. One woman says that ultimately, she killed as many as 5 animals because somebody used the word smarmy in a social media post. She didn't like the word smarmy. So 5 animals are dead. Law enforcement will see this. The people who matter will see this. You've got to stop those people. One of them shot her husband's penis off the same day she shot their dog. And she'd done something horrible to somebody else's cat earlier that same week. From what I understand, she was arrested 5 times in 6 months. Then why is she still walking around? If somebody is that brutal and weaponized and completely insane and drugged up one side and down the other, why are they walking around free among us? We're all afraid of strangers these days. We all know that some people just go bonkers and start shooting people that they don't even know. If she shoots people that she claims to love and animals that she claims to love, why is she not in jail permanently? Nobody's triggering her. She says she's on at least 7 drugs. You can't find your brain with that chemical mixture. You're not going to find your sanity if you keep making yourself completely insane with that many chemicals. Every physiological change results in a psychological one. She's putting herself through approximately 7 different massive psychological changes every day and expects to be coherent. Not going to happen. The last thing I would say is about triggers. People who've been in abusive situations, whether that was a domestic relationship or consciously, purposefully entered into, or were raised as abused children, are always searching for the magic key. Unless we figure it out, unless somebody points it out, what we're doing, people who have been abused tend to look for the right behavior to not trigger abuse. And psychologists refer to it as the magic key. But what psychologists will tell you is that there isn't one in the hands of the victims. The dog, the cat, the child, the spouse, the boyfriend, the girlfriend isn't the one with the magic key. The abuser is the only individual who has the magic key to their behavior. So all of us who were subconsciously or consciously looking all of our lives for that magic key to where that person won't be triggered and won't be violent and won't be psychologically abusive, we're not going to find it. If these people are making excuses for their own violent, truly insane behavior in somebody's social media posts, that in itself is a form of insanity, and it is a way to abnegate their own responsibility for their own insanity. I don't have the magic key for somebody else's violent nutcase behavior. The only person with the magic key to turn the door to sanity and harmony and reliably responsible, compassionate behavior, maturity, adulthood, is the person who is the violent nut job to begin with. So all of you people who keep blaming everybody else for your behavior, stop it. Grow up and show up and get your own magic key, because it's not in anybody's social media posts. It's in yourself. Sober up.